Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. Can't go up that way, I don't want to go any further up towards those, the 958 million ore that we've got right there. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go to this point right here, and I'm going to get the pattern, if I can catch the pattern, there we go. And I'm going to drop that one right there like that. So that one comes out a little bit. And then I'm going to go up here and drop that one out. And then I'm going to go up here and I'm going to drop that one down to there. You know what? I could actually take that one all the way up to the top end. I don't want to go out any further there. But I could bring it up this way. And I'm pretty sure I've already got everything already set there to actually come out in a minute. So I'll set that one over there like that, and then I will come down here and add in a few more. And you are already added in all the way down there. Right, so we've now got some extra roboports and radars that are going to be built in on this bit down to here. I won't worry about these worms and stuff. I might bring them along a bit later, but I'm not going to at the moment. Now, one thing that I do have going on right now is those two are not here yet. Of course, the only way that we're going to find out exactly where the robots are coming over to here, they're up here somewhere. I'm hoping they haven't gone up that way and gotten shot by those. There is an easy way. We can go in here. We can scroll on down through to this way, and we go to show logistics robots on map like that. There they are. They're coming over that way. This is what they're doing. They're going to that roboport there to charge, and then they're heading down here to place it, but they're not getting past the halfway point, which is why they're then turning around and going back up to there. So the only way I'm going to stop them from doing that particular bout of silly nonsense is if I get some more landfill and I put in over this side. I've got more materials coming over here, and you can see what they're going on there. Down here, they're traveling all over the place. So down there, it's not really a problem. And in here, we've now got these coming in, gathering up stuff from the iron over this way, and then heading back across all of this. So we haven't got large queues of robots here anymore. And then if we scroll back in over here, you can see this. It's really now changed quite a bit. It's spread out here, like the cluster of robots is spread out a lot further. It's spread a lot wider than it used to be. I've still got 76,000 not doing anything. Lasers have now got color. Or are they coming out, are they just like automatically the same color as my suit? I don't know about that. Maybe they are. Maybe that's a thing, them being the same color. So what I want to do, I've got this one here. I think that that worm there is too far away from the guns. Now what I don't have at the moment is my trigger, but I know where the trigger is. So I'm going to go into here and I'm going to click on that one. And I'm going to get my artillery trigger to come back. So I'll just click OK on that one. There is one artillery trigger on the way. So they're bringing that one over to me. I'll just wait a minute until I get that artillery trigger. But what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to check on. I've got 52 more of them on their way. I've got 3 of those on the way, which we will be using. In the meantime, I'm going to go into here. And I'm going to craft quite a number of these. Keep going until I've used up... Right, that is used up all of the circuits that I've got available. And then if I look into here, now I've got 798 on the way. So it's most of those now on the way again. But it means that I've also got a whole host of stack inserters now being made. They'll go and put a load of them down over here first, and then they will start spreading them out a little bit further afield. We will take a look. 412,000. We're still climbing. Still climbing, and I love this. I absolutely love this. And then you got this beautiful big long stream coming all the way down to here. That's a lot more robots. Loads more. And here, this is the problem. These right here, this is the problem that we've got right here. And the only way I'm going to cure that is if I add some more roboports in here in a few different places. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put them yet. I could just bring like a line of roboports up. That should be sufficient to cover everything. Over here, I've got the coal, the bits that we went to gather up out here that was in the way of the different items that we put down. Those will also need to be moved. So I've got a few things over that side that I'm still waiting on being done. Now, artillery targeting remote. That's the next thing that I want. So I'm going to grab that one. Let's get rid of you there. And this is how far I can get with the targeting remote. I can get to there. And I cannot get out to that one. I cannot bring that one down to there. I can shoot that far. That's as far as I can shoot, right? So I've got a target right there, and there goes the artillery shell. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to bring a new set of artillery guns. I'm going to need to set them up over here somewhere. And that way I will be able to target those few there and this one down here. If I set them up... Well, actually, I'll set them up down there. That'll be close enough to get that one and that one, plus those two over there. And there is the shot. Takes out a few trees. Doesn't do a great deal. It's not like going to break any records or anything like that. But it does enough. Now, I reckon... Probably the best way to deal with this little situation is if I can just paint in a bit of landfill here, and then we can have it all sort of taken care of. So if I go to there like that, and I'll run down like that, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep doing this, and I'm going to fill in all of the landfill all the way across, like this, until I've gotten every little bit of it. There. Just kind of keep rubbing it all out, like this. There. Rub that bit, and then move over and rub that bit right there. And I keep going. And that's actually exactly where I want it to be, and then just that last little line. There. So there's a little tiny bit there that's not quite going to be covered to start with, but that way we've got all of this over here. Actually, that was not going to quite be covered as much as I wanted it to be. Or is it? Let's see. No, that comes down to there. Should be alright. The radar isn't quite, but then the other radars will be covered. Let's go and have a look here again. If I put that one... I'll come out a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to do one more little line. Like that. All the way up through there. Because that's going to allow me to put in a lot more of the framework in there. And it's going to allow me to put in a lot of framework in there. Down here, I've got more framework that can be put in down this side. And I'm going to go back into the whole landfill thing. And I've got a bit going out that way. And down here as well. And then I'll fill in this bit here. Right. There's basically gone right round the wall here, so we've got 0 defenses here. Well, there are some defenses, but not a great deal. Now, what have I got in the way of those guns? I don't know how many of those guns I've got. I'm pretty sure we have got several, so if I do a logistics request for them... I shouldn't... No, actually, I'm not going to do a logistics request for them. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of that completely. What I will do is... I got requester chests on here. And then I've just got standard steel chests on there. So I'm going to want to deconstruct those. Like that. These requester chests are asking for 40 apiece. So then I will copy those 2 requester chests and I will drop them right in on there. Like that. And then what I will do is I will copy that chunk of stuff there, like that, which is taking the requester chest and the stack inserters and everything. I don't need stack inserters. I could do that with normal inserters. But I'm going to then bring that over here. I'm going to put it close in beside that one there. And that's going to drop there like that. So then I've got the 2 guns right here. I will also do out a square right there so that I can clearly see all of the trees around there. There's a load of robots coming out straight away to go and clear all of them. Plus, I got a load of robots that will be turning up over this way to bring in all of the landfill that I've requested. It's going to take them a while to get over here, admittedly. And we do accept that. We accept that it's going to take them a long time to get over here. But that's fine. That's so long as it works. Now, I got 8 of these so far. I should be able to make a few more now. Because I've got a load of materials have been brought over to me. So we can just make another few stacks of these. Like that. There's another 50 of them that I'm making, which means that I can start walking over towards those in a minute and putting a few of them in. That is a lot of robots. So we've cleared out this little well, I've cleared most of this little section out here, and a little bit more of that section is going to be cleared fairly soon. Those guns we placed down, that worm right there will be gotten rid of. A behemoth worm down there, and then I got another such a worm over here. These things are ugly. Look at it. That is ugly. That is a nasty looking worm. Right, well, nasty looking worm. Ooh, we've had a couple of bits come over here, and they've actually been able... Ah, I see. They're coming over this way and then heading back again. So, once this has been sort of done, what they'll do is they'll come down to here. Then they will go to return, but instead of going up there, they will return this way and either go to return to one there or return to one there. And then they will fly out again, and that time they might be able to head further down south. At least that's what I'm hoping. That's the kind of thing that we're going to sort of hope for on this. Mostly we are just hoping on here. We're not really doing anything else. But out we go with there's a load of materials coming out. Still, well, that's all of the poles coming out over here to fill in all those extra lines going out towards the third patch out that side. I've also got, as that lot comes out, I will also have a nice lot of timber here, so I will get another 8,300 timber pulled out of there. There's a load of robots. We'll go and deal with that in a minute. I'm going to let them worry about it for just a second. Well, I'm not going to worry about them for just a second. I'll just let them carry on doing whatever it is that they're doing. And I'm going to go back into here. I'm going to make some more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I won't make any more for a second. So I'm carrying 67 of them. If I run along here, like this, that's going to go and put down all of the 67 that I'm carrying, and probably want to put down a few more besides. Yes, it is wanting to put down a few more besides. But at least I've got all of this lot done. That means that we'll be filling out every single... Like, we're slowly going to work our way across these, and we're keeping the rest of them go. 416,000 logistics robots in there. 200,000... Well, it's actually... Well, 416. I'm almost at 620,000. We've got 180,000 to go. 180k to go. It's not very long now. You lot are heading out over here. So now what are you doing? You're getting that far, but how much further are you going to go in a minute? Are you going to be able to get all the way across? That's a very valid question. That is a very, very valid point. Now, what about landfill? Where is that landfill? That landfill, there is the... I bet that is the cloud of landfill on its way. No, it's not. Huh. Oh, this is awkward. Where's my cloud of landfill? I should have a Mahoos... Oh, there it is. There it is. It's because, of course, I've got another thing of landfill up here. They've just come along and grabbed it. Schnabbed it. Schnazzled it. There it is. There is the cloud of landfill. Look at him go. Look at him go. All right, I'm very proud to say that my robot army is once again doing everything that is expected of it. And there's the first landfill. That's already on its way out. These guys over here are still pretty much doing exactly the same as what they were doing just now. No changes. They're just going to keep going backwards and forwards without changing any of their habits whatsoever. These guys over here, they're doing a little bit better. They haven't got so far to go across. It's this big expanse that does make for a more difficult planning. I think I'm also going to add more landfill along the bottom. Like, we're going to fill out another section here. And then I can get some more roboports in here, which will ultimately help everything. Get all of that bit filled in, and then we'll come over here. Like that. And through there. And then I'll come down a bit further. All the way over like that. I think that's pretty much all I need to put into there. I won't worry about going over this side. Like, we can just build this one up a bit, and then we can build this down a bit. And here comes the landfill. They're already starting to come in and place down a few things, so then we'll be able to expand out on the roboports. All of it takes time. All of that is going to take a little bit of time. There's another little slug of them coming over there. There'll be some more slugs of them turning up soon. Quite know when they're going to get here, but they will get here when they get here. They'll get here when they're ready, and not a moment beforehand. Like wizards, robots always arrive precisely when they mean to, and not a moment before. And don't you ever forget it. Now, I figure that it was probably better if I go back onto here, and we do, in fact, get rid of that one. Because that is one of the biggest differences to overall performance for us, is keeping those out of the way. What I can do is I can go into the middle of that one, and I can put in one of those. Confirm, like that. And then I've got 4 of them down here that we want to put in as well. So I'll do exactly the same, like that. And another one right there. Another one right there. Yes, and one more right here. There. Confirm. So I've now got 7, 8, 9, 10 squares dedicated to making robots. Whether or not we've actually got the necessary materials to come through to build those robots is another matter entirely. But, I mean, we're getting there slowly. We're slowly building up all of the stuff that we need to make them all. It's just taking a little bit of time. And then once they're all in, well, I've got to do the stack inserters first. And then once I've done the stack inserters, I've then got to go through and we've got to make sure that we've got all of the passive provider chests all put in. And then once those are all been put in, then we can run along and we can see about, well, we don't, that'll be it. That'll be it then. Once we've done that, then we're all good. So get a few more of these in. Yeah, so as long as I can just keep them making. If I keep building them myself, I am really, really going to start making a big difference to keeping it all sort of ticking over quite smoothly. I could also make a few passive provider chests at the same time, although I do have to make steel chests while I'm doing this. It is one small thing, I do have to make the steel chests to sort of go alongside it. But, again, it's one of those things that, yes, I do have to do it, but it's not like a major, major hardship. Down this way, I've already got enough landfill put in over this way that I can do this. Drop one of those in there, which means that I will eventually, when they bring it over, have another roboport put down here, which is just maybe enough for them to change their course ever so slightly. I mean, it's probably not foolproof, it's probably not perfect, and it's probably not going to work out quite as well as I would hope. But I can keep dreaming, can't I? Can't I keep dreaming? Is that not something that we can do? Surely we can dream. Now, what about you? Do I actually have those? Because I've got so many other things that we still need. I'm not sure if I've got these available anywhere. And I might have them. I'm kind of hoping that I do, because if I do, it means that then I don't have to worry too much. I can just quickly bomb out that one and that one, and I should be able to reach those two as well from that gun location. I'll need to put down another set of guns to reach those up there and those up there, but I mean, if I drop a gun there, that should reach both of them without too much trouble. The guns I got at the moment are over here. I don't know. Maybe they will reach, maybe they won't. Let's take you a minute. See, this one here, it doesn't quite reach. It'll get to that point right there, but it won't reach up to there. Like, it's literally just out of range on those. And the same down here. Okay, it's not the same down here at all. That one is way out of range. There's no way it's even not even close. Right, well, never mind that then. And down into here, what are we like? We're still heat pipes. We're still waiting on. Those have actually got to be constructed. So yeah, that's fine. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter all that much they'll be ready when they're ready. We've got most of the stuff in here has already been built. And yes, it is taking a little bit of time for everything to turn up down here, but as most of it has now been constructed, this is like it's actually underway and working and doing everything that it should do. So if we look over here and we have a look in our grids and everything, we've got 13.8 gigawatts coming off of here. Accumulated charge is 545 gigajoules, which is pretty good. It's 109,000 accumulators. And it's got to be said, 109,000 accumulators is a fair number of accumulators by anybody's standards. Right? It doesn't matter who you are. That is a reasonable quantity of accumulators that we have accumulated. How many of these have I got left over here? I mean, I know if I look on there, it says like I got over 120 of them. And that number does fluctuate quite a bit, but how many have I actually got right here on this section? I don't appear to have any. That appears to be the whole lot. So then I can move over onto the next section in a minute. Start filling that one out. I just let a few more items accumulate on me. I might even be able to make... Yeah, I can make another stack of those. There's a few more accumulated on me. I don't have to make one more stack. Let's start moseying on over this way a little bit into the next area, if I can. Right, the way into here, and a whole host of those will be placed down. And then I can simply sit myself right here in the middle of this one and keep filling up, making more of these. As many as I can, as frequently as I can, so that I can just keep filling up these squares. Now, if I have a look in, we're on to 423,000 logistic bots. Somehow I've managed to pick up 2 flying robot frames. I'm not entirely sure why that happened. Somewhere back along I've picked up 2 of them. Tell you what I will do. I will come over this way and I will place them most reverently. Did I place them reverently? Oh, there they are. I will place them most reverently in there so that more of those can be made. I will do nothing more. And then I will stop back over here. And we're still making these. Still wanting to make as many of these as I possibly can. There is another lot. Pumping those out. We've got a few more sections still to cover. I don't know how much difference it's going to make to how quickly we can put everything together. Now, over this side, we've got most of those that I requested have now been placed down. I still want to move out a bit further. Also down here, I've got those, and I've got 40 of the things on the way. This one right here, I don't know if I've got them on the way or not. I've still got 800 entities that need to be made, so it's a bit difficult to know if they're on the way or otherwise. Then I'm going to go here, Robo Raid. Actually, I think... Yeah, I've got another section, I've got another line of those on their way. So I will just leave that as it is for a minute. Here is... More landfill has been placed down now, which means that then if I go to here... drop that one in there. I've then got an extra section on there, which is absolutely great. I don't... Oh, no, the robots... Well, yeah, of course, I haven't actually... Those haven't been placed down yet. There is more robots on the way... More roboports on the way. If I take that one up to there. Drop that in. There I've got a request for that one to be put in. And then down here I've got requests down here that I can now start to... Well, not requests. I can start feeding in some of these. That's brilliant. And then one... Right, well I can certainly put those in. There's no roboport over there just yet. Haven't I even got a request, like a landfill request on that bit? I might have to... No, let me put one in. I haven't got a landfill request on here, so if I do that a minute... I'll bring a landfill request out that way. That's going to allow me just to put something down onto there in a little while. Not quite yet, but it will happen. I will then be able to put a roboport in over here, which will be close enough to that lot that I should then be able to, like, cover this big ocean area without actually having to cover the entire ocean area with more landfill. That's another one of those things that ends up being beneficial for us in the long run. So, yeah, it's one of those things that you want to be able to do if you can. Now, how are we doing in here? I've still got most of this square. Well, I say most of it. I've got a lot of this square that still doesn't have all the stack inserters that I want. You know, I probably don't actually need stack inserters for this. I could probably do this with just regular inserters, considering that they seem to do fairly well for themselves at the minute. Now, why are you going all the way over here? Doesn't make a lot of sense. It's probably just because I'm running over there and I'm going near that side. We kind of want you to focus on the ones over here rather than the ones all the way over there. I was told, comment section, that there is actually a mod that you can get that changes things so that the robots always will take the stuff closest to you first, or work on the stuff closest to you first. Because that's one of the big problems I've got with the robots at the moment, is that they always seem to take the stuff furthest away. And whilst it's great and all, and, you know, I'm sure it's beneficial, there's issues with that. With them always going for the stuff furthest away, sometimes, like, when you're traveling around, it's like they run off and then they get lost and then you don't have your robots, and then when you find out they're missing, you really, really need your robots and you don't have your robots. Right? It's really bad. We're losing friends over this. We're genuinely losing some of our friends. Our friends are just disappearing. And this is not the way to behave. Friends don't do that. Friends don't do things like that. Okay, next up, I need to just move that out one more step. Well, I say one more step. I'm actually going to go like that with the radar thing, and I'm going to go 2 more steps out like that, and then I'm going to go all the way up to here. That one's not been placed down yet. I'm going to put that one in on there. And then that one in on there. Can't quite do all of it on this side. And then we move down here, and right, that's looking pretty good. We got a little bit over this side where there's going to be some roboports that don't get placed down, but overall, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Those 2 over there, I'm beginning to wonder if I do actually have any more artillery turrets. I might not. I may not have built any more than those. Well, actually, I can tell. I can find out if I have. I can go I've got artillery shells, but no turrets. I didn't actually build any artillery turrets. So what I'm going to have to make those manually myself. I think that's what I did, wasn't it? I actually built them manually. So I need a wee bit of... I got 12 bits of concrete. I need a little bit more. So if we go to logistics in here and I go to concrete, I will go there and I will set a request this item exists already. Oh, right. That's a request, but what I'm doing is I'm saying I don't want any. I will allow up to 100. So if I do that, it will allow me to have 100 of them. But then it will also have 100 maximum amount. Items over this will automatically move to trash slots. Requested amount, and they'll try to bring that to me. This system, actually, once you get used to it, yes, it's different. Of course it's different. And sometimes when things are different, they can be scary. It is understandable. However, once you get used to this system, it's actually pretty good. And I like it. I'm quite impressed with it. And also, if we have a look in here, you've got these various different symbols and stuff for the different bits that we've got in here. And you have a look. Like, they're all slightly blurry, aren't they? They are all slightly blurry, all the icons. Apart from that pump. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.